Instructional video is a critical component in teaching and learning process. It is used to engage students with content in an interactive and effective way. Hi, my name is Dr. Ifeyinwa Aja. I'll be taking you through the basics of instructional video. This is the first lesson in the journey of how to create instructional video. Learning outcome. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to discuss the three key stages in creating instructional video, describe the key activities at the pre-production stage, and differentiate between scripting and storyboarding. Like I said earlier, instructional video is a key component of teaching and learning process, be it online learning, face-to-face learning, or blended learning. It is used to engage students with content in an interactive and effective way. Content here are realistic. They are connected to the real life scenarios. This is where you highlight or you deliver contents that are transferable to skills that students will use in solving real life problems. When learners watch the instructional videos, they are emotionally connected with the content. Now, the idea is to facilitate teaching and learning process. It is not for entertainment. It is not for funny engagement. It is simply for you to deliver contents that are meaningful and will make sense to the learners. Now let us look at the three key stages in the production of instructional videos. They include 1. The pre-production stage. This is the most critical stage in the production of videos. This is where you plan the content of your videos, the stages and the flow of the videos and the content. It is a paper and a pencil stage. This is where you create a storyboard of the content. You have to be very careful when handling this stage because any mistake you make here is going to affect the entire video. The second stage is the production stage. This is where you record the video. Then we have the post-production stage where you edit this video and deliver the content to the learners. Now note that at this post-production stage, you can go back and front. You edit and go back, record, go back until you get it clear. Now, what are the four main activities in this pre-production stage? Number 1, you need to analyze your learners. You need to analyze the existing facilities. When analyzing the learners, you need to consider their background, their learning style, their gender, their age. These are important because it helps you to know the content you are going to deliver. Then, you need to set your learning outcome. Remember that you are not just delivering content for the sake of it. There is a content, there is a knowledge you want to communicate. This knowledge should be transferable to skills. So you need to have a way of measuring it. And that is where your learning outcome comes into play. Please, you know that you have to follow the Bloom taxonomy when you're setting your learning outcome. Then after that, you go to the script writing. This is where you write the content of your video. Make sure that this content is tightly connected to the learning outcome. Then after which you do your storyboarding. Storyboarding is simply the graphical representation of the content you want to teach. Now let us look at script writing. We said earlier that script writing is just writing down the content before recording. So this stage is also very important. You need to write down the content. You don't need to copy the entire textbook. You need to just bring out the highlights of what the video, your content is going to be. Now, after writing this your script, or while writing your script, you have to keep it simple and conversational. It has to be flow in a way you deliver your lecture in the class. Now, after writing the content, bring out the key points and talk to it. Storyboarding, like I said earlier, it is the graphical representation of the content you want to teach or record. As you can see on the screen, this particular content has 6 stages, and each of the stage you will see the position for the picture, you see the position for the text, and that happens to each of the stages of this entire video. So you need to sit down and do a sketch of it. The sketch can be done on your paper. You can also use your computer to do this sketch. It is very, very important because it provides you a guide to follow during your production stage. Now, let us look at some important tips to writing a very good content. Number one, you need to minimize the text on the slide. Use only key points. Again, don't cover the entire content. For instance, if in your course you have like 15 units to deliver, you can divide them, combine them into three units, combine 3 units together and make one instructional video out of it. Now, when combining units, you have to be very careful. Make sure you're combining contents that are similar, that you can easily give a common name. For instance, if you look on the screen, you will notice that in my Unit 1, I have software design techniques. Unit 2, architecture design. Then Unit 3 is user interface design. They're all talking about design. So I can simply combine these 3 units and make one instructional video for them and call it the elements of system design. Now and again, in writing your content, it is always a good practice to combine the text and the picture because it helps the student in assimilating fast the content you are delivering to them. Now keep your explanations moderate. Don't make it too long or too short. Avoid distraction because this is not entertainment. You're not trying to please your learners. Rather, you're trying to deliver content, a meaningful content that they will use to solve problem in the future. Then again, you need to arrange your text to come in bits. Then, why do we need, or do I need to create my instructional video when there are so many videos I can easily go online and get and give it to my student? Now, the thing is that, remember that at the beginning, you have set an outcome for yourself that you will use to measure the understanding of the student in the content you have presented. So in order to meet this specific learning need, you need to create your content so that it will have a match with your learning outcome. Then again, it helps you to free from copyright issues because some of these videos has some licensing attached to them. So if you copy wrongly, it can put you into huge trouble. Then again, it helps you to, again, it's also difficult for you to find, like I said earlier, content that will match or that will fit adequately with the learning outcome you have set for yourself. Then outside that, it helps you to contribute to the open educational resources and improves your computer skill. Now, here is an exercise for you to do and assess your understanding of the content of this instructional video. Number one, discuss the 3 key stages in video production. Describe the activities of the pre-production stage. Then, differentiate between script writing and storyboarding. Thank you.